Well, I guess all these other niggas be
Hey,
nice.
y'all. We always end up starting these and, like, we be in the middle of a sentence. So, like...
Because you be pressing record.
Because I already know if we don't start the video, then you just gonna sit here and end up chatting with me.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, bitch. Hey, y'all, the bitches of the world.
So let's get started, babe. What we talking about?
A haircut. That's what we talking about. I need a haircut.
I need to color my hair.
I need another job because I ain't making no money.
Should I color it red?
I kind of want to color my hair.
Since you love that red on K Michelle, you want me to color my hair red, babe?
What does K Michelle have to do with your hair?
Cause you know you love that red, so I'm like
that red from that Rain video is absolutely
since I'm
beautiful.
your boyfriend, you know.
Am I following K Michelle? I feel like a traitor because I'm not.
You
want
me to change it up for you?
I don't know why I do that. It really doesn't damn matter to me. It's really all. I feel like any color your ass was to put in your hair, your ass could probably rock doo-doo green. Bitch, don't lie. You probably could rock doo-doo green. By the way, podcasts should be up. Sometimes that shit be delayed, and I just be like, but
I really do want to dye my hair that silver gray color for real though. Like I think that would, even if I don't do my whole head, like maybe the front or something, or the peekaboo.
I'll do gray with you, but I want my gray to be like a almost like a metal type of gray, like
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this kind of gray.
Oh, damn, babe, you trying to go real like.
But it
titanium.
It only be the top part.
You trying to do titanium? That ain't metal. That's titanium.
That shit is beautiful. I love when people dye their hair like Storm. Storm hair that cool.
I'm cool. Like, I want mine like that, but like a little darker, or have low lights.
Any darker, my ass would look like I'm aging.
No, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be like all one color. Like, I want it to
have like a patches to where it look like it's natural.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind that, but I'm just saying,
like it have really low lights and highlights.
I seen my godmother do like this bluish black color. Like, and it's when the light hits it, so like right now, the shit would be blue. But it still be black at the same time. So you'll be like, okay, well, what color is the bitch hair?
I like that.
No disrespect.
I wanted to dye mine blue as well. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I would do this, because I have to also keep in mind and consideration that I'll be the one doing this to my hair. So I can't.
I'll probably ask you to do it to my hair too.
We'll see.
We're gonna put some tapes on the edges of where I don't want the shit to be at.
Cause what I really,
if that shit seep through,
I really want to do like
drip effect.
I want to do the peekaboos. Do you know what I'm saying when I say peekaboos? Like, it's like when I can put it up like this and you can see it, or if I brush it a certain way, it's kind of hiding a little bit, or if I wear it down, it can either hide or have that. I have to show you. I have to look it up.
Show you like that cool boy effect. Kind of like with
like either that,
like you can see what I'm saying, like all of your hair be like to the back just hanging. Oh, okay.
Either that, or either just have like my front like a patch right here, the little silver, almost like oh my god, what is her name from X-Men?
Who?
What is her name from X-Men?
What's she do?
With the patch.
I don't know no bitch with no patch.
Yes, you do.
Does she have like porcupine powers?
No. Okay. You touch her. She
Rogue.
Yes, Rogue.
Where's her movie? I could have sworn they said they were making her a movie.
I don't know, but like having that strip like how she had, I think that would be cute.
Have no kids.
Oh well, yeah.
She probably would kill a kid on accident.
Oh, that jump would look so cool though, babe. I'm just like, cause it's not gonna be that white like how she had it. It's gonna be like actual silver gray, like.
But we all know why her hair was like that.
Right. What you think, babe? I think it'd be cute.
I won't know until
Especially,
I see
oh
it.
my god, especially when I wear it curly. Oh, that y'all gonna be so dope. You ain't be able to tell me nothing, babe.
I can't tell you nothing now, so it's like,
Babe, he just playing, y'all. I am not like that at all.
what a bitch.
Chill, you know
Oh my
I ain't
god,
no
I'm just
bitch.
playing. But anyway,
I'm just
so
cool.
when I do
I'm
this,
laid back or whatever.
when I do it, honey, it'll be this much. It'll be this much with the gray. It ain't gonna be no more off effects.
Just make sure. Now I will say, babe, we have to make sure, like, and of course when we do this, we ain't saying like we just gonna do it like tomorrow, but when we do this, you have to keep up with your haircuts.
You know what? Since I'm dyeing my hair, I might as well do that cool blue that I've been wanting to do. You know, like that frost blue. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You hear what I said though?
Yes, I heard you. What color am I talking about? Kind of like almost so close to where it looked like white, but it's not white.
Or damn it,
Kind of like that.
frost hair from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's perfect representation. Frost hair from Mortal Kombat 11. MK11.
Yeah.
That's what color I want to do. I've been wanting to do my hair like that forever, but I just never have the money. So I might end up like keeping the top part and keeping the top look
Let
right
Reggie hook you up.
What
You
is
know
that
what
called?
I'm saying?
Is that called a fade?
Let him give you that fade or whatever. And also, babe, I understand it's your hair, whatever you want to do with it or whatever. But
Don't even do it like that, you bitch.
No, I'm
You
serious.
want a motherfucking fight? I'm sick
Listen,
and tired of
babe,
you.
I'm sorry. But listen,
Like,
when
your hair,
when he give you that clean line right there, and how this just be, oh, you just be looking so good.
I'm gonna take a picture of you.
Why you gotta take a picture of me?
Because you over here.
See, why you gotta do all that, babe?
You
Now
gotta
I
be
feel
quick.
like you making fun of me. And I don't
I was
like
just playing
it.
with you, but you literally just said how I don't listen to you just now. I can get wetter than a thunderstorm.
I'm leaving.
You better stay right here. You're staying right here.
But you know that look so cute, babe. And like you keep your thickness.
You know what? I don't want that shit to be thick though. I don't like that. That shit be making me itchy.
But it be making you look so handsome. Like
You know what?
How he does
If I get
it.
my hair like that, is you gonna shut the hell up?
Yes, I will.
I ain't doing that until I do my dye.
Tell me when you gonna do your dye. So when you gonna do your dye?
Sunny days make me overflow. I don't know.
Can I do
I
your
know
eyebrows?
I want that color. What?
Can I do your eyebrows?
Why?
Cause I want to.
If you take this unibrow off and you can do whatever hell you
Yeah,
want to
that's
do with
what
my
I wanna
eyebrows. As long as you don't thin my bitches out. Because I know people been dying to get some eyebrows like
Babe,
this.
Why would I thin them out?
I was just stating.
I
the
don't
facts.
look. There's no shade for like guys that like that or guys who eyebrows are like that. You do that, do you? That's not attractive to me. But I do. That is so unattractive to see a man like with thin like the little thin pencil.
I
like
think the only person that
eyebrows.
looks good with him is Jeffree Star.
I don't even know who that is.
It's a skinny white. I don't know what to
But I
call
probably
it.
wouldn't like it
Should
either.
I call
I'm just
him
a big fan
she
of
or
like
should I call her he?
brows.
A she?
I love nice, thick, dark brows. Like I'm so envious of your brows. Like I want them so bad because they're so dark and thick and pretty, but they're not too thick because there is a such thing as too thick. When them bitches
Them
be
Indian
looking
people
like
having some big
they be
eyebrows.
all right there.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
could lift
damn.
my eye all up all kinds of ways.
But that's how they be looking, scary.
Child.
But yeah, like when I do your eyebrows, I just want to take
Clean
this
me
out.
up.
Yeah, clean this up and right here. Like, you see where the little extra hair is right there? Like, take that out.
I just want to ask you, how the hell am I supposed to see the extra hair that's right now?
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I can kill what I did now. I was trying to see if I could see it on
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like you said, clean you up.
Yeah, I clean
But-
up. That's what I like to do to my eyebrows. I like to clean them up People always ask me, have I darkened my eyebrows? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck do I look like darkening my eyebrows?
Well,
Bitch,
some guys do that.
I ain't know shit about makeup until I was really hitting high school.
Some guys really do that. Like, I've thought about it myself, but then I'm just like, you know what? I'm cool with I don't mind my regular normal brow. Like, it's, of course, it's not as dark as I'd like it to be, but in my pictures and stuff, it's not really as bad as I used to think they were. So it's cool. I mean, I'm envious of my brother's brows because my brother's brows are dark like yours, but
that mean they were bad when they was a kid.
But it's all good because I inherited other things like my good grade of hair. You know, y'all.
I hate
probably
to say good
can't.
grade of hair.
Y'all really
I
can't.
so strange.
Look, y'all really can't see it right now in the camera, but you know, every time I go to sleep, you know what I'm saying, my baby hair be on deck or whatever, you know. Then I got this whole thing right here on my face, so you know, I'm alright. You know how
I have to make a video
guys,
for my channel too.
You know how some guys like, oh my god, like when they try to do this and they be missing patches all like down here and stuff. Like, no.
I need to start advertising my channel more. You know, I don't do enough advertising. I don't really put my name out there like I should be. Like, I have a page dedicated just for my shit. And
I'm gonna probably make another video for mine tomorrow. Cause I'm probably like, since this year I've at least made like
I feel
one
like you don't
video
really get no views unless you talking shit about people. And that's just not my cup of tea. I don't talk shit about people unless they deserve it.
So don't do it. I mean, you'll have your time. It's not just gonna come overnight.
But we all know how YouTube is, hell.
Right. But
it's a hit or miss with YouTube.
Right, but the thing about it is you just have to be consistent with it. I mean, like sooner or later, like, cause I'm sure you subscribe to a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure
no, because I've unsubscribed for a lot of people. Like, I've unsubscribed.
Oops. I'm sorry. Are you done? I don't know.
I bet you don't. God! I haven't really subscribed to a lot of people. Like, I watch casual people. Like, I've been on watch T.S. Madison. Every now and then I watch Shane Dawson. Then, like, if I just so happen to scroll past a makeup video, I'll watch Jeffree Star. And then if I just so happen to feel like going to see what James Charles doing, I go look at what he doing. I don't think I subscribe, but I might be subscribed. And then, like, everybody that I really, really care about, like, they my main YouTubers, like, I put my notifications on them.
I've only subscribed to people that I'm, like, interested in a way, like, okay, so, you know I'm really into, like, the come up and chasing Atlanta and all that or whatever, so, of course, I know you don't.
Why you cut me off?
Because I already know you finna go to talk trash. But
I sure am.
Anyway, like, I subscribe to them or whatever because I like, I like, you know, watching those shows. But, like, anyone else, like, I try to stay away from the negativity. Like, the main ones, like, I just subscribed to the girl, Deeper Than Hair. Them hair videos that I was looking at, I definitely subscribed to her because, number one, she's amazing. Like, how she can take hair and it looks so healthy. It looks like it's a wig. Like, she really, man, if I meet that girl, like, can you please do my hair? Like, please, can you give me what can I do for my hair to make it healthier? Because even though I feel like my hair isn't bad, but I know I need a trim. And I know that I can definitely do more, you know, healthier things with my hair, but I think she's amazing. But, like, people like that, I definitely want to subscribe to. I don't think I subscribed yet, but I definitely need to subscribe to the Maury twins, Tia and Tamara. They have their own individual pages, specifically Tia, because she also, like, you know, tells, like, you know, different things to do, you know, with your hair and stuff, and, like, doing the natural look, or if you're trying to straighten it. One thing that I did...
light skin.
They're mixed, actually.
That's what I mean.
People say that, because I'm light-skinned, but I'm black.
Just about everybody who's light-skinned is black.
But they're not. They're mixed.
Will you just let me finish what the fuck I was saying?
What was you saying, man? I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
My bad, man. What's up?
Oh.
What's up?
Made me not even want to say this shit no more. I was just going to say that their hair is different. People who's light skinned, like, their hair almost always be different from, like, the regular. Have you ever seen somebody dark skinned have hair like me?
What do you mean?
You get what I'm saying? Like that rough hair, like that real rough hair. Like,
who got rough hair?
God damn it. Me!
You don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
So when my shit grow out, how does it grow? Does it grow like yours or does it grow into an afro?
Wait. What I'm saying, though, is because you have to... Okay, so let me explain something. At the end of the day,
oh God,
you can be dark skinned or mocha color, whatever shade, and still have a nice graded hair, but you have to know how to take care of it. Like if yeah, like by the way, for you all that don't know, you see my hair is in a ponytail and everything, and this is not a relaxer, this is not a blowout, this is how my hair naturally has laid out because it's growed out. But you have to know how to treat your hair. Like what I mean by that is because we're black, our hair is easy to dry out. So we have to have product on your hair.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
No, that's all I'm saying.
I don't ever put product and stuff on my hair. I don't
but I feel
because I know the science behind it. Because my teacher has told me the hair, both of the hair on your head is dead anyway, except for shit on in your roots. And basically they say all of this health for your hair, all of this other shit that you be putting in your hair. It's really just to make it look better. It's not actually really doing anything for your hair like that because it's dead hair.
I mean, it can, but it still conditions it though. Like it helps.
That's what she said. That's what I know, but I'm just saying it's dead hair. So like, I don't know. I just personally don't give a fuck about hair like that. Enough. Hell, I'll be fine walking around seeing everybody bald head. Shit don't bother me.
Okay, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you like condition your hair like that and you put product on your hair, I'm pretty sure your hair would be nice. Cause I see your little baby hairs back here, whatever, and then your little baby hair right here in the front and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just like I just come from a family. Even when I had short hair, like growing up, like that's one of the routines. Like. On the side of brushing your teeth, like brush your hair. You was not going anywhere with me with your hair looking all crazy.
Get the fuck off me.
Get up with nerves.
What did it say?
I'm not saying that.
Go ahead and say it.
No, why did you have to write that down? I can't stand you.
Because you was in the middle of talking, that would be rude. Oh, damn, they're not gonna see it. You know what? For the people who actually care, it says, make me overflow. Can you stand the rain?
Are you done now?
Sunny days.
Man, I'm leaving. I ain't got time for this.
You ain't leaving, nigga. We doing the Aftershow. The Oval Show. The Oval Show is when I beat your ass.
Who gonna beat my ass?
Me. I'm gonna get me one of these stands for my phone when I get another one. Because I actually need one so that way I can start my podcast.
So we rich like that getting another phone.
Well, it's gonna be a little Android, so, and it's just gonna be for sound anyway. But it actually might be another iPhone 6 because.
Yeah, he said he gonna give me an iPhone 6 or whatever. You know, I just think that is such. Stop lying. You said it.
Yes, I did.
I don't even know, how I would act with an iPhone because I'm so used to Android.
Right, because you're going to have to get you an Apple account.
I ain't got time for all that.
Sunny days.
But, But y'all, I got an interview tomorrow morning.
No
at
one cares.
9:30. It's at a bank
We wish you the best of
downtown,
luck.
Capital City Bank. Thank you so much. You know, honestly, right now, I'm just looking at it as, if I get it, that's great. If I don't, I'm not tripping anymore like how I once used to trip over stuff like this. And
Yeah, you already got a job.
I mean, that,
But
number
it's
one.
part-time and it ain't really bringing in no money right now anyway.
Right, but
Which is hence why I just tried to get back on that Taco Bell.
But I'm not even like, I know some people may feel like, okay, well, you just started this job that you have now and it's part-time. How can you?
I thought it was gonna land on top of the paper.
How can you like just be so calm, or like how can you be ready to like, you know, go out of town or like go out or whatever? And it's just like, well, for me, number
Mind
one,
your business, bitch.
yeah, number one
for me.
First, number one, mind your business. Number two,
if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be going.
Right, like I know how to budget my money.
That's how.
Like to the point where Jay will tell you, if we do go out to eat, I'm not doing all these extravagant dinners where it's $20 per plate, $30 per plate. I don't do all of that because I don't have time for it. I mean, because at the end of the day, say you lose money.
I feel like this is so shady.
It's not shady, babe. It's just
you really just absolutely talk shit about
okay, y'all. So this is a situation. He doesn't mind spending that type of money, and I appreciate it. And I'm not being shady here, like saying that that's crazy for you to do it, because you do what you want to do with your money if you can do it. I'm not knocking you for it. I actually appreciate it. It's nice to know. It's an airplane.
The fuck?
It's an airplane. Child. It's nice to know that I have like someone that doesn't mind spending that type of money on me, or you would spend the same amount of money on me that you would on yourself, and that I appreciate that. Because you're laughing, but look, you're laughing, but I'm dead serious because previous situations before I'm
sorry if y'all can hear that.
Previous situations, like it's been a situation where, okay, you got yourself a whole meal and all I get is a piece of a fucking cake. You know what I'm saying? In my previous situations. But I'm just like, or you get a whole meal and I get like a burger, like with a drink, with a fry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
who the fuck doing that?
You'd be surprised.
I don't do that shit. Look, you getting the same thing I get, honey. Right. Or you can get more if I had the money for it.
But that's a part of like that's just a part of being in a relationship.
Like $106. I paid that shit and a tip, bitch. Fuck yeah.
But I'm just saying, like that's part of being in a relationship when you like you love that person enough where you treating them as if you would treat yourself. Like, I've always been that type of person. If I have X amount of money, I'm not gonna spend $20 on myself and $5 on you. Like, I'm finna halfing it up. Like $12.50 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna sit here and get me a whole meal and then get you just like a fry. A value fry at that.
Now, I'd be fine if you brought me like some fucking fries with a milkshake.
But I know you.
And you had a full meal, like that would have been fine.
But I'm not finna do that. Like, I'm saying now, I would do that if I know you already ate and I ain't ate nothing. But if I know you well, I ain't gonna say starving, cause I want people to think that I ain't feeding you. But if you over here hungry, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, he'll be all right, or soon. Well, maybe he already ate. Gonna get the same thing. That's it.
Somebody probably like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? We don't get down like that over everybody over here go to work.
But yeah, getting back to this interview though. I'm just gonna be myself and answer those questions to the best of my ability. Baby, it's just the interview. It's not even for sure that I even get it.
Matter, but you want to work there. Else you want to fill out there.
I mean, I don't mind working there.
What happened to them pencils that you bought me? Oh no, you bought me pencil sharpener.
Right, I was like, what the hell? What pencils?
Where is my pencil sharpener?
Babe, where did you tell me to put it?
By my sketchbook. Oh. But that ain't my sketchbook. Where the sketchbook?
No, you told me to put it over there.
Yeah. Now I gotta find the sketchbook. It should be behind the bed. My ass should be slobbing sometimes. You know, sometimes you just be thinking about so much and then let's just like, oh fuck, I forgot to swallow.
What else were we supposed to talk about in this show?
We were gonna made sure I wrote them down because that's what we were gonna do.
Yes, oh, number one, I already see it. So
I like how you just said, "Oh yes,"
I'm
like you
sorry.
just look your
I got
ass
excited, baby. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, but
smelling like cheese. Have your ass covered over here.
Please
like
do not say that because you know I'm
he don't
smelling
smell like
it.
cheese. I'm just playing.
But what's her name? Anita Lachey.
I thought it was Aneta _Lachey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lachey _. It's the girl who does the I'm tearing your ass up. And I ain't bullshit.
You sound just like her. The reason why her name came up in discussion, topic of discussion, is because they just told me that they are removing her page from
Facebook.
And I have a problem with that.
Well, they removed it on accident. They said that we temporarily took your page down on accident.
How?
Then she wrote on her Instagram, they back at it again.
So it sounds to me that they've done this more than once.
Mm-hmm.
So
because let me break it down for somebody who probably don't know her. She does these videos and you know, she talk about mostly black families and stuff. You know how folks be saying, I'm gonna tag your ass up.
Right,
blah, blah,
in particular that black mama that everybody know.
Exactly, at least
like,
everybody know one of them.
Right.
Like, you know about a couple of them? I know
my
you
mama is one of them.
It's like, look, I'm gonna tell your ass up if you flag it.
My mama is one of them. And she knows that.
Exactly. Like, and so I guess they don't like the representation because they're saying, you know, black folks don't act like that and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, if I didn't see it in my household, I more than likely seen it in another household. She said, I am a black woman.
And she also said, if you don't like it, don't look at it. Don't look at my page.
That's just like disliking people's videos. Like, what in the fuck is the purpose of disliking somebody's video? Look, if you don't like it, me personally, if I don't like you, I don't go around you.
Right.
I don't want to see your shit.
You obviously is that girl's, like, her best fan. And my whole thing is
you giving them a free view.
Right. At the end of the day, my whole thing is this: why I feel like for those other black people that feel offended on it, or excuse me, if black is not professional enough for you, African American, like at the end of the day, y'all don't hardly say shit about people, black people that impersonate quote unquote airheads. Blue-eyed blonde airheads. Y'all think that's so funny. We don't see these movies that mock blue-eyed blonde airheads.
Exactly.
Y'all don't ban those movies. So like, what is the deal with another black woman that has either experienced it firsthand or has seen it? What is so wrong with her making jokes, being funny? Like, that's... Y'all not banding Madea. She got a whole gun shooting up people. But y'all think that's funny? So I don't understand, like, what is... Like, why do y'all have to put so much hate on this girl? Like, let her do what she do. Like, that makes no sense. That I have a problem with, like, seriously. Because at the end of the day, she not trying to call out anybody, disrespect any of y'all families. I'm pretty sure what the character that she plays is probably a combination of her mom, her aunts, or grandma, something like that. Somebody in her family.
She obviously exaggerates the cuss words.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't nobody mama cuss that much, but some people mamas do cuss that much. Hell, look at my grandma. She cuss in just about every damn sentence.
But I'm just
saying.
That's
why I curse a lot.
But at the end of the day, man, leave that lady alone. Because at the end of the day, this is how
she make her bread, bitch. Yeah, you don't
now,
like
this would be... Now, I will say... Honestly, I know I brought up the whole airhead situation. Now, honestly, I would feel like somebody would go too far. Now, if she was a white person doing all this, like portraying it in this way, then I feel like, well, okay, that may, like, the public may not be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she is basing this, not only is she black herself, but she's basing this on experiences that she's had. Why does it matter? Like, I don't get that. And even as I just said before, all these Medea's movies have grossed millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. And he is still, Tyler Perry is still being Medea. Got a whole gun, a hoopty, shooting people up, running people over for a parking space. But y'all think that's humor. That's comedy right there. What's the difference? A few cursing words that I'm sure Tyler Perry probably would say if it wasn't on the big screen. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the difference? Because I done seen in a couple of his plays where he almost slipped up and said a few extra cursing words that he don't normally say. But again, that's the culture. Like, isn't it like, what is
everybody fucking... At the end of the day, bitch, everybody curse. Who gives a fuck, bitch? I curse almost every time I open my mouth, bitch. It's on me.
And then for some of y'all to say some stuff like, I know your mama, and I know your mama don't do... How you gonna tell this lady...
Right, bitch, you don't know nobody.
That's her mom. She know her mom better than any of
y'all. Mama act different when you have friends
around.
Thank you. Because they not
gonna
show their ass.
My mama do the same thing.
Who mama gonna show their ass in front of somebody?
My mom does the same thing. Like, when I say that my mom is like, she is a loving person. She is very educated. She is sweet. But at the same time, like any other human being, you get on her bad side and she see red, or if you her child and you misbehaving, yes, she gonna go off. Mm-hmm. Yes, she gonna cuss you out and beat your ass. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, as I said, leave this lady alone and let her be. Like, if you don't like it, then, as she said, scroll on.
She said, bah!
Right.
Like, for real. Fuck you, bitch.
Like, they don't make no sense.
So, with that being said, honey, y'all, mark that out, honey, because we talked about her.
And you said her name is Annetta _ Lachey. Well, Miss Lachey, I hope that this video, you can see it, and I hope that you see that we really are standing up for you. Even though I know you don't need us to do all this, because I know you obviously got a handle on things, but I completely agree with what you're saying as far as the end of the day, just let you do you, and if you don't like it, stay on my page and let's move on. Period, Pooh.
Uh-huh. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to move on and talk about the this is for Rachel, you big, fat, white, nasty, smelling, fat bitch. Why you took me out that schedule with your dirty, white, racist ass, you big, fat bitch, oompa loompa body ass bitch. You think this is a game, bitch? I'm coming up there to whoop your fucking ass. So we gonna talk about that, and I really wanted to go into some of the detail while we were in the car, and then I was like, you know what, we could just save it for the after show.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you handle this one first, partner.
But when I really broke it down, I kind of got a little bit upset too, because I'm like, you cannot just take somebody off the schedule and not say nothing to them. And just like we was talking about in the car, you was like, okay, well, they'll have the schedules, as long as however long they ask gonna be working, and then I'll tell them on the last day of their schedule, hey, we're letting you go. And I said, well, as long as y'all knew that y'all was gonna fire somebody, y'all, the people who hired her, should have told her, hey, we're hiring you, we're letting you go by so date at the end of this schedule. So she can have her thing, he or she or whoever the fuck it is can have their shit together. So that way they can move on to something else. You really just wasted their time. And I understand why she mad, because you playing with somebody's money. And that's what she said in the video as well, in the voice clip. Like, you playing with somebody else's money too. Like, that is some of these places that we have to so-calledly go to work. You're not getting that much money to just like be able to hop on to another job and be like, okay, well, I still got this. I can still pay all my bills. Some people got to go out and get about 2 or 3 jobs just to match the same money that they did from this one job. And that's why I understood what she was saying. I'd have been pissed off too, because you're not finna waste my time like that and tell me all the way. You don't have 2-3 weeks to tell me till said marking date, and then you just fire me on spot whenever, and you just take me out the schedule. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm ready to whoop your ass too. And at the same time, I'm professional. I'm not just gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna call up there and say, what's the problem? Why didn't y'all give me the time to do this before? Now I have to look like an ass and run around here and see who wanna hire me and beg and plead for a job for somebody. And hopefully they have a position made up. And that's probably why a lot of people don't make it in the bigger cities, because that shit ends up swallowing their asshole, because they thinking, hey, this job right here got me, they holding me down. And then on the last two-week schedule, oh, we gotta let you go, I'm sorry. That's some real ratchet stupid shit. But and with all that being said,
so for me,
man, you take it.
So I have a few things to say in this situation. So, like, first, before I even get started, I'm going to say that what you said makes perfect sense. And I'll even give you a little scenario that I went through before the first time I got hired at DSW. Mm-hmm. So, I was working at City Trends, right?
Oh, God.
And that's a whole that's a whole nother story in itself, but I'm not even going to do that right now. All I'm going to say is when I found out that I had received the offer at DSW, I did the right thing. Instead of just quitting completely at City Trends, I did the right thing by putting my 2 weeks notice in. Now, my store manager at the time, she didn't give me any warning or anything either. I'm pulling up at City Trends thinking that this is my day to work, so I'm coming in. It took another manager telling me, she took you off the schedule, right? And I'm like, no, I did not know that. And I felt some type of way, because I'm like, and then she later on gonna go back and say, like, well, no, the manager had told me that, the store manager's like, to tell me, well, that's how I operate. You put your 2 weeks in, I have that right to default, to go ahead and take you off the schedule. My whole thing was this. Let me know that. Exactly. I done wasted my gas come all the way on this side of town, thinking that I'm instead of me just quitting on you and not giving you any type of notice, because I didn't have to give you the notice.
Exactly.
But for you to just sit here and that just proves to me the type of person you are.
Anyway.
That proves to me the type of person you are. And at the end of the day, right, I'm all good because I got a better job.
I'm always like off the camera.
But so in that scenario, going through that experience myself, I totally get that situation.
Exactly.
Now, before I go into the corporate world, I'ma also say this. Now that young lady that left that message that was so heated, like, now am I gonna say that was the best thing for her to do? No, it wasn't.
No, but it was
But
funny.
at the same, it was funny, and at the same time, I do understand her frustrations. Now, based on what I heard and her frustrations, like she just don't care. Now it depends on, okay, did she do anything to make that lady take her off the schedule? Now, based on what she was saying, right? Now, based on how she was getting upset, now I feel like it sounds like, based on her experience, it sounded as if that manager, whoever she was talking about, just don't like her, just maybe racist or because she black or whatever. Ghetto. I'm not sure.
But there's some managers that really operate like that because they don't like you. You can't work on schedule.
I'm not sure what the story was. Now, if it was a situation like my experience, or if that lady just really just being just spiteful for no reason, just disrespectful, then okay, she may deserve that ass whooping that was coming to her. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but at the same time, it depends on. I have to tell y'all, at the end of the day, working for someone else is not easy.
That's why it's okay to start your own shit.
Right. It's not easy, but at the same time, if y'all make that choice to work for someone else, and it could be either you just want some extra money coming in, or you ain't got no choice, you need some type of income coming in. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, make sure that you understand that you are working for someone else. Now, from a corporate standpoint, that means at any point in time, when you sign those papers, for whatever reason, especially if you're on probationary period, for whatever reason, if they feel like you're not fit, they have the right to terminate you at any time. So that means
have the right to just have somebody come up there and waste their fucking gas.
Now, again,
that shit ain't right.
It's not. Look, listen, it's not right. But at the same, in my eyes, it's not right. But at the end of the day, if that's what they do, that's their discretion. Like, my whole thing is this. That's the shit that like I told him when we were in the car, some companies, they feel like you know, they got to let you go for whatever reason. What they would do is on that last day, they'll let you work their whole shift, you not knowing anything. And then when that shift is over, they'll have you come to the office to let you know that you're going to have to go. Now, in that, I see where you coming from as far as like, why let me work that whole shift instead of just telling me and I don't even come. It's because they gonna make sure that they get every type of work they can out of you before they let you go.
That's some bullshit though. You don't do that to people.
I mean, it does happen. Now, what I will say is, I don't think that people should do that, and I especially don't think that it's right for to do someone like that you know that is really working hard, that's really, you know, don't give no type of problems or anything like that. Like I said again, in my situation, I was respectful putting in my 2 weeks notice, and you just decide you don't even tell me that I'm off the schedule. You know what I'm saying? But now, that bringing back to the point of you, that's why you have to make sure, like, please don't give these people a reason to try to let you go or to try to get you fired or whatever the case may be.
And that's what pissed some of the people
off. Now, if you're doing what you
people not to be mad.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. We don't know every single detail about this situation, and that's why I say I can't really say much. What I'm saying, if she was doing everything she's supposed to do, kudos to her. I get it's not fair. But if it's a situation where somebody got to keep telling you to come in, why you keep being late, why you keep calling out, why you keep doing this when you on a job, why you not working, why you always on your phone, why you always sitting down, why you always falling asleep, why you always getting caught in the bathroom, and somebody got to keep saying all this stuff to you, best to believe sooner or later they not gonna keep taking it.
Well, if it's something like that, then I'm not, you know, I obviously don't defend wrong, but
of course. But
I believe in that justice and being a, you know, just being a human about a situation.
Right.
You understand that this bitch right here got bills to pay.
Right.
You understand that out of everybody here, you don't pay more bills than me.
Right. Of course I do.
They should be more understanding and saying, hey, this is the last 2 weeks I could put you on the schedule. I'm sorry. Corporate has ordered me to terminate all ties with you. And that is respectable. It's a respectable thing to do for a corporation.
And like I said, I completely agree with that. But at the same time, if the facts really are, and I'm not saying that this is the facts because I don't know this girl's story or whatever is going on. If she is the type of person that never gave this person respect enough to do what is needed to be done on the job, or her always threatening and just being a very bad vibed energy or whatever, then you can't expect for somebody to give you something that you're not giving them. Now, but again, this is not my place to say, oh, she shouldn't have did that, because we don't know the whole story. Now, if the whole story is this girl has been troubled from the jump and everything, then I mean, hey, karma is a bad bitch. But if it just so happened that you just trying to go to work to get your money done, and this per individual really is racist and just didn't want you in there, then I see your frustration, sister. Because at the end of the day, like, you right. I mean, at the end of the day, I got bills to pay. I might have a child. Like, I'm out of my parents' house. I got a car note. I got car insurance.
That brings us back to the last podcast we had. Them jobs.
Right. I mean,
shit has got to give, bitch, on these jobs. I'm working at fucking, I can't say.
Right, but just make sure. But all I'm saying is make sure that when you at work, do what you need to do. Do not give them people a reason to say, well, we're gonna have to let you go because you're not doing this, and this. Like, no.
You know, I was talking to your mom about where she works at. And she told me they be doing some very racist things. And I was just thinking that had I been in the predicament, everybody would have been cussed the fuck out. And I probably would have left the building. I took my badge off and said, there you go, bitch, and walked the fuck out.
Right.
Because that's just not my element.
Right.
I personally never have understood. My mind don't wrap around racism. I'm like, okay, I like everybody until you piss me off. Then I'm willing to give you a second chance because I believe everybody deserves a second chance.
I believe racism was derived from out of fear. Out of fear of the different or the indifferent.
There ain't more white people than there is of color.
Fear.
Exactly, I understand it, but I'm saying there's not more white people than there is of color.
You're saying there's more color, right?
Exactly.
That's what white people fear.
Exactly. There ain't no reason to be scared. Hell, we don't fuck with you and you don't fuck with us.
But that's what I'm saying, babe. Like, for me, from where I stand, and I feel like we can talk about this now because it's the after show. So I mean, we can we can do a podcast to elaborate even deeper on it, on the subject.
Did,
well, yeah. Well, but for me, racism is derived out of fear of the unknown, because I mean,
but people could say the same thing about homophobia.
Yeah,
motherfucker, you know what the fuck they be doing. We do. Gay people do the same shit straight people do.
Think about it.
Except we don't got no coochies.
Think about it. When you see these movies like that, and you know these black people getting hung for going to school to better their education and getting killed for going to college and everything, it's because number one,
I was gonna do my own separate video on this, but
number one, they are afraid or they feel like they can become inferior because we really are smart. Two,
what we want to be.
Right. Two, they are afraid, definitely now they are afraid because of the oppression they have caused our race as a whole and our ancestors. So they feel like they let down, that's giving us a chance to stand up and overpower them and turn their ass into slaves and start hanging them.
You know, somebody been doing the research, and they've been saying that a lot of white people are dying, and in about a few more years, uh, it's gonna be barely It's gonna be barely white people.
They're becoming extinct.
Well, I wouldn't say extinct, but I just
endangered.
They almost gone. And some people were digging deep into like this conspiracy theory about abortions and stuff, and that's why they don't want abortions and stuff, because they want to keep all the. Because you know most of the abortions come from the white people.
I mean, well, you know what? Like at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, I don't. Like I said, I see where racism comes from, but I just don't see why it exists.
I don't even understand it. But it might not ever go away because people are ignorant.
Right.
People always feel like they're superior, but everybody is literally the same. If I cut you, you're going to bleed the same thing like I do. And if not, maybe harder, maybe lesser.
And you want to know, besides fear, I also strongly believe that racism exists because of envy and jealousy. Because those same racist Caucasian individuals feel threatened, like, oh my gosh, these race of people have come with their dark melanin skin that is an actual natural protectant from the rays of the sun. These actual individuals that can actually, they have the genetic code to make babies with blue eyes, to make redhead, green-eyed babies. You know what I'm saying? Like people that actually, without training, have rhythm. They just hear a song and they just feel it. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying the majority. Like to be able to.
They cannot dance.
But you see what I'm saying? The majority to be able to create something out of nothing, to use the resources that we have, and they may be limited resources, but we can still soar as if we went to Princeton. Threaten that all the struggle that our ancestors have endured with being slaves, being beaten, but still endured all that and still conquered. Like we are real warriors when you think about it. How many? And again, I'm not saying all white people are like this, but how many white people you know that could have stood there, gotten beaten on a daily basis, have gotten their sons and their husbands stolen away from them for good, and still somehow made a way to still survive and live? Living in outhouses. Living in outhouses without...
I roll past the house. You know on that back street that we always go on? Mm-hmm. Well, we don't always go on it, but you know that back street over there. I always roll past this house, and it always make me feel some type of way because it looks like a slave house. Mm-hmm. But you can tell the house is like, it's kind of old, but it ain't so old to where it's like, damn, this is a slavery house. But like you can tell that shack been right there for a long time. Like the outside of it is black. I just feel bad. It's just going all towards it. I'm just like.
But at the end of the day, what we look at nowadays is, oh my God, I feel so sorry for them how they survive. They look at it as, we blessed. We done learned how to make...
cut them folks' ears off and all type of shit.
We done learned how to make food. Like, you not understanding, like, the slaves, they... Like, pig ears, pig feet, chitlins, and all that. I know we don't eat it, but what I'm saying is... It has become popular because back then, that's all we could eat. Mm-hmm. We couldn't get the good
now
parts.
Now they say they want some. And
right.
It's just like...
Exactly.
Man, these were the scraps that you left.
Right.
Like, well, we have to stop being so happy with the scraps that we're given. Right. Even in life, this don't have nothing to do with no skin color. Everything that I say is almost very neutral unless somebody pisses me off. But we have to stop being happy. That's the problem with some of the white people, they expect people to be happy with the scraps that somebody give them. I'm never happy with scraps, bitch. I like full 5-star
take it
meals.
even deeper, baby. That's the problem with some of us being content with just those scraps.
Exactly. They
Like,
just stay out them folks' way.
Don't get me wrong. I am not saying that there's anything wrong with being happy on doing all you can do. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not. Sometimes that may be your limit. For now, the scraps may be your limit right now. Maybe your limited resource for now. But what I'm saying is, when you have the okay, prime example. You have good house. You know, you brought up and raised in a good community, but instead you want to run the streets. You want to be a dope boy. You have all the opportunities in the world to make earn an honest living, but you decide to go backwards to those scraps, as if you were a person that never had those opportunities, that had to grow up on the streets. That's what I mean. Like, it is so sad, like, how so many of us, like, we really think that thug life is it. Oh, I'm out here selling dope, you know, I'm strapped up, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man, you know, I want to be like a rapper.
I want to be like that. Me. What I said.
I'm not saying it.
Why?
Because I remember you told me, but I kind of forgot.
The heat you got?
Oh, the heat you got, yeah.
I always think of, as a thug, as the heat you got, what's on your name that's so popular. That's what the song is about that I was telling you about, that I was singing. That's the heat you got. That's the heat you carry.
But, like, again, it's just...
Yeah, that's what that means.
It's like, why? Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong. Like, when I say... Okay, y'all, so I'm kind of call him out a little bit.
Who the fuck you calling out?
Bitch. So you marking me out?
Yo.
So... You know how sometimes when you be like, when we have our little moments and you start talking in that little trade talk you be doing or whatever, like that, I'm attracted to stuff like that. And for those of you who don't know what I mean when I say trade,
they
it's
fucking
like
know.
That, you know, that type of dude that's like, you know, like...
That you swear straight.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Right. You know...
Like, yeah, something.
Yeah, like that thug swag, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a turn on for me. But at the same time,
nasty shit.
I do. But at the same time, dealing with a person that actually deals and is really about that life, that ain't for me. Cause number one, I ain't got time for somebody to be looking after you and finna come and fuck up my shit. Like, that's a no for me.
Bring your ass right here.
Right, that's a no for me. You know, but like, but getting, I know it's a little off topic, but getting back.
I mean, it's an after show, so you really can't go off topic.
Right. I mean, but getting back to like what I was saying before, it's just like we have to like learn how to use what has been given to us and use it for positivity. Like. That's all. And do what you can do. If you can't do it, that's fine. But if you can do it, like, don't be sitting here letting opportunities pass you by and limiting yourself to what this person over there say you only good for. Know your worth and strive for excellency. But yeah, I really think those are the main things in racism. Why it exists. It derives out of fear, hatred, jealousy, and envy.
This is how my stand gonna be. It's gonna be just like this. When I have that other phone, it's gonna sit right there. And boom, it's gonna be propped just like that.
Would you agree with what I said?
Yes. But most of the time, it's nothing of fear. It's just because my mom taught me this, and this is what my mom taught me this, and this is what I'm gonna do. My granddad taught me this, and this is what I'm gonna do. not everything your granddad, grandma teach you is correct. Like, look at like I say things about Christianity all the time. I'm not a fucking Christian, so, but I always watch what I say about Christianity, because just because I'm not Christian, that don't mean he's not. He is. So that way, that's why I mainly watch what I say, because I'm just like, okay, well, he Christian. I'm not trying to smash him or, you know, bash him on what his views is. But I always say, like I told somebody before, I was like, girl, bitch, Jesus is not white. I said, Jesus is not white, honey. You need to go do your research. What area they were in, you need to go do your research. That's not their real names either. In the Bible, that's not their real names. They just translate that shit into something else. And I don't even really think it's translated fully. Like, most things that people put in there can be misinterpreted. And I still haven't found, like, that scripture that says something about abomination. I have just never found it. Like, never believe something. What does T.S. Madison say? Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. That's what y'all hoes need to start doing. Mm-hmm. And no, I ain't talking about the views that just so happens.
But what I will say, something that T.S. did say that really made me watch her and understand her a little more, is she believes in God. She how she broke it down. She broke it down in one of her videos. She said that her and her mom
used to get into it.
But her mom one day came to the conclusion, instead of putting her on blast and judging her and everything, she just learned to love her and understand that God will take care of the rest. Like, as far as how she broke it down, like, instead of trying to pray the quote-unquote demon out of her or whatever you would have it, she understood that don't nobody know what's between you and God. Mm-hmm. If you accept that...
She don't believe in buildings. She believe in your relationship with God.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm getting to. Her mom started to understand, like, at the end of the day, this is my child. Whatever she chooses, that's on her. That's her life. I can't tell her where she going. I don't have a heaven or hell to place her in, because I'm not God. So how she broke it down like that, it made me, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm better now. But I used to be in a place not too long ago where I questioned, am I going to hell for being the way that I am?
That's why I just let that shit all together. But that's not exactly entirely why.
But at the same time, I came to that conclusion, like, it was me thinking like that was based on what I was hearing.
But my thing is, now that we just talking about it, you're only as best as your weakest follower. That's my thing. That's my thing, because we have rule and chorus. You're only as strong as your weakest link. Mm-hmm. That's why most of the time you don't hear nobody that really sound bad, because bitch, we know how to do just enough to be unified, and you won't hear shit. Right. But let that weakest link start. We got the mask over that shit. Because you only as strong as your weakest link. And I really believe that. Like, you're really only as strong as your weakest link. Think about it.
You're absolutely right.
If you have a chain, and I come over here and I snatch the fuck out of that chain,
it's gone.
Exactly.
Basically, you're one. And basically, I see where you're going in that situation as far as in the Christian world. As far as, for me personally, I know I can be a Christian, or I don't even say Christian anymore. I know I can be a Christ lover and still be attracted to men. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, no one knows the relationship that I have with God. I mean, one thing that has helped me through, because I mean, I've had some dark moments in my life on this subject, and I don't know, maybe now speaking on it now, it probably is unraveling why I've had certain depressive moments, because me personally, of the person who I am, like,
you a thinker.
I've had
overthinker sometimes.
I can remember I had a situation with my ex, like when we first broke up or whatever, and we were trying to rekindle, and then the night after he was just like, I just gotta go. I think what I did, this is not the direction that I need to be going with my faith and everything with God, so I gotta leave. It hurt me because I felt like, did I just do something that made him lose himself with God? And now I'm sitting here looking like, dang, God, am I disappointing you too? And like, it just spiraled completely down. I remember that same morning I had to go to work. Toya saw it all on my face. She was just like, Cam, what's wrong with you? What's going on? And as I was trying to explain to her, like, I just broke down, like, right on the floor, because I was just like, I don't want to feel like I'm disappointing God. Like, I don't want to do any, like, why am I like this? Like, I don't want to do anything to make him look at me like you making a mockery of my name, or you disobeying what I'm telling you to do. So why should I care about you? You know what I'm saying? And it just brought me to just this dark moment. And I can remember Toy J kept saying, like, boy, you are fine. Like, God, you really think that you serve a God like that, that's gonna make you feel like this? Mm-hmm. That's gonna make you go through life situations in life just to say, guess what? You going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took a lot of that encouragement, and that was the first day that me and Quisha got close, because she saw that hurt. That's, and she really felt for me. Mm-hmm. But
Quisha's so cool.
She is. And now going,
that's why I be on her ass to be like, look, you need to do whatever the hell you said you gonna do. You need to get on it.
And now going back to that moment, I can honestly say now that if, for those who look at me and my lifestyle and think that, you know, judging me that harshly, saying that you are being you're blaspheming and you're going to hell for disrespecting God like that. Just all
they
this.
They don't even know the definition of what the fuck blasphemy is.
All this extra shit. All this extra stuff that they're saying about me. All I have to say is,
do your research, bitch.
God will never leave nor forsake. God is not a deceiver. Me knowing God is not a deceiver, and me knowing my prayer life, my relationship with Him, I just don't believe, or this is my question to y'all who feel like that. Do you honestly feel as blessed as I am right now in the relationship that I have with God? Do you honestly think that He would be that deceitful, or do you even deceitful, period, to make me feel that I'm so blessed and I'm so fortunate and everything, just to say, just kidding, joke's on you, you going to hell?
I don't even believe in hell, but that's a whole nother subject.
But that's my question for y'all, since y'all want to be so judgmental. For those who feel that way, like, do you understand?
And honestly, most of the people who does feel like that, I want you to sit down and I want you to name all the good shit you done did, and I guarantee you can't really come up with a lot of them. And then I want you to sit down and name all the bad shit you done did to somebody, and I bet you that bad way overlap that good. Like, how much good have you actually done for somebody? And to make somebody feel so uncomfortable that they can't even decide what their fate is going to be, what type of person are you?
Right.
That speaks volumes on your character.
To make somebody feel like they should be happy that they would rather take their lives, that's some real shit. That's some real bogus shit right there. Because at the end of the day, you don't even realize how Satan is working on you to make somebody else feel like they want to give up their life because they feel like they not right, because that's how you perceive them to be. Like, shame on you. Shame on you.
I always said, I don't really do churches. I don't believe in all that stuff. But I've always said, if Cameron want me to go, at least I gave him his pass one time. That's his one time pass. I said, I will go to a church with you one time, but the second I feel like energy is not right, I'm gone. Because energy is everything. Energy all around you. Mm-hmm. You cannot deny that you can feel somebody staring at you sometimes.
Right.
Just like I was fixing some boxes today, and I felt like somebody was staring at me from this way. And I turned my head, and the lady was like, I'm ready to be checked out. Like, you cannot deny that energy. It's energy that you give out. If I come and sit right next to him and go, he gonna ask me, hey, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Energy is everywhere, and it's so easy to be perceived as something that is not. Like, I can come over here and be like, and he'll think that I'm mad at him. But in return, I'm mad at something else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Energy is everywhere, and that's why I more so believe in a different thing of what he lived, because I serve what's best for me, what makes me feel comfortable. I feel like, okay, this universe got me. And I was watching some Medea plays or whatever, and he was like, it's kind of almost like it's almost to where he spit on what I was doing. But then I was like, well, it's Tyler Perry. He's a Christian. Most Christians do things like that whenever you go against their God. But it's like, you have to find a way to be respectful in what you say.
Right.
Because just because somebody doesn't believe in what you believe in doesn't mean you can just spit on it whenever you get ready to. Like, I never say, boy, F God, or something like that. Like, I see, even just then, I had the opportunity to curse at someone else's God, but that's not respectful at all. Right. And that's not what, because the universe requires balance.
Disrespected your beliefs?
No, because you let me be open with it. And just like I told you hella stuff that I wouldn't even tell nobody else probably ever again.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because for me, there's so many different belief systems and everything, but at the same time, in no disrespect to how you feel about the universe or to anyone else's belief, but for me, I feel like it all broadens out into one big. All of these beliefs are into one big spiritual situation.
That's how I believe in it. I believe in almost every God. Like, it's not like I believe that, like, oh my God, I'm definitely taking these guys serious. I'm gonna respect them. But it's like, I respect everybody and their wishes, and honestly, everybody just about says the same thing.
But, and even on top of that, to make it even deeper, for me, I look at it as not even necessarily a complete different belief system, but I just look at it as just a different experience for each individual person.
Exactly.
Like, you call it the universe, I call it God. You know what I'm saying? But as both, whatever you call it, it gives you peace.
Exactly. And people say that, oh my God, you took it so much for Christianity. What you fail to realize is that Christianity was not the first religion.
Right.
Go do your research.
Right.
Like, you're obviously you're not digging that deep if you can't see it. You get what I'm saying? That wasn't the first religion.
Even with that, but see, it becomes a little, I don't mean to laugh, but it becomes a little hysterical for me
it's funny though.
Because how some of these, how we would say Bible thumpers, how you say so much, you have so much reverence. I will never do anything like that. I'm so sanctified and I'm holy, and all this bullshit. But you go right back the main person that caused all types of hell, the main person trying to hit on the married deacon, the same person doing all you can to get close to the pastor, to the lead servant of church. Like I'm saying, like, you don't even know what being holy means at that point.
Exactly.
You don't even know what being sanctified means.
It's just like
you
and
they even say being slain in the spirit. They even say how when the spirit doesn't even take over, like how people say, I'm in the spirit at church or whatever. The spirit ain't even taking over at that point. It's a whole nother time later before the actual Holy Spirit comes down and takes place.
I've actually spoken to somebody. She said it was genuine. She said, I was in church one day, and she said, I never believe in that stuff. Like, she said, and all of a sudden she felt like this heat on her, and it just took her over. Mm-hmm. And that's what the real meaning of it is. Mm-hmm. And I guess people have actually seen people do this in real scenarios where people are actually doing. They probably like, okay, should we all be doing this? And that's probably where people just perceive it as, let's all do this because.
But I'm not one for it. Like, I have had plenty of spiritual experiences, but most of mine have been in the privacy of my own home. When I can really dig deep and when I start thinking about certain things that where I could have been but where I'm not, and when I listen to certain songs, and that's just me personally. But when I'm at church, sometimes certain songs they may say, I may feel goosebumps, I may feel something trying to take over within my spirit, but I've never been the type of person to feel like, let me go ahead and just do all this. That's just not me. And I feel like if at the moment, if I don't feel like there's a need for me to stand up, I'm not going to do it.
Right. It's kind of like a stand ovation at a play.
Who are you really putting on the show for? You're missing the whole purpose of going to church to get that bread, to get that daily bread. Like, you don't do it
and when she
to try to show out.
Bread, it's not about the actual physical bread.
Right. No.
It's about the actual spiritual knowledge. People don't understand
feeding your spirit.
It ain't about the bread and the wine. Bitch, I drink me a little wine. But it's nothing about that. It's really more so about, and really you're only supposed to, let me really be clear on what the bread and the communion is supposed to be for. Mm-hmm. The bread and the communion, and see, I'm not even Christian, but I know this. The bread and the communion is only supposed to be for the ones that God personally has told them, you're going to be a member of the disciples. Mm-hmm. You're the one. You're next. You are the one I want here.
And even before we even eat it, that's our pastor breaks it down, like how he explains it and how he says, before you eat this, have you accepted the flesh and the blood of Jesus Christ? And like it's a certain way that he breaks it down, that kind of like how you're saying it, but it's a certain way that he breaks it down to where it's just kind of like, this is serious.
Right.
If you're not serious about this, don't do it.
Because you can't just eat it because, okay, well, I want to quit snap this church, or I'm eating it because I feel like. It's not eating it because you feel like. It's eating it because a higher being feels like you deserve this. You need this. Mm-hmm. I need you to be on my team because you are open-minded. You are willing to step the extra mile and go out and save somebody who truly needs saving. And that's what it's about.
And you know what has just been laid on my mind right now? How funny it is. How shocked and buck-eyed we'd be if God really came down here right now, this very moment. No. I'm saying if he came down here and really told us like how we are conversing right now, lined everybody up and really told everybody what he liked and what he didn't like. How many people would be shocked at his response? How many people would be shocked in response as far as what he accepts and what he doesn't accept? since people want to play like they good, since they want to know everything that he's thinking and want to judge everybody else. Like, how many jaws would be dropped if he really broke down? Yeah, this is my son. Yes, he chooses this in life. He chose this road in life. But guess what?
That ain't
That's
what I'm
still my
disappointed in him.
that's still my son. Come, son. How many people would be shocked if he came down this very moment? Since everybody want to claim that you going to hell, you doing this, you ain't right, so
Exactly.
wrong
You
with you.
lived right and you lived modest, and that's what counts. When you try to do better,
Right.
and it's not just about trying to. You have to actually put forth the effort, and want to do better.
Right, and not only just that, but just is how do you treat your significant other, whether it's the same sex or the opposite sex? How do you wake up to that person? How do you make them feel comfortable? How do you make them feel like they can trust you, knowing that they feel protected around you? How do you make them feel as far as you loving them, treating them like a human being? Respect. How do you treat your mom? How do you treat your dad? You know what I'm saying? How do you treat your brothers, your sisters? How do you present yourself in public? You know what I'm saying? Like, how, when good comes your way, when you experience stability in your home, in your finances, in your relationships, you know, just being known as that good person, how do you perceive that in your mind? Do you look at that as, yeah, that's all me, I did this, I'm the shit, I'm this, that, the third? Or are you in that spiritual realm as far as, I mean, I know it's different from you, but from my experience, I know I'm nothing if it wasn't for God. I would not be here at this moment if it wasn't for his mercy and his grace. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's definitely different from me. Like with me, I basically feel. Now you can say a whole nother thing if you want to. I feel like life is all about humbleness and how far are you willing to go with your humbleness? How grateful are you willing to be when it comes to different things? Like if you went out and bought me a car right now, I wouldn't say I don't want this shit. This shit used.
mm-hmm.
It's all about your humbleness and your willing to be a unit. It's just like, and course to teach you a lot about that. Everything, and of course I also teach you some bad parts too. I would say that right then and there. But it's all about being unified into one. That's what the hell we here for. That's what we here for. We can't seem to not want to blow each other up. We can't seem to not want to shoot each other. We can't seem to not want to stab each other. We can't seem to just share. People teach you all your life, sharing is caring. Golden rule. Golden rule is treat people the way you want to be treated. That's always been the rule. Like that's always been the golden rule. And the way how some of y'all treat people is honestly
that's even in Christianity.
Exactly.
Do unto others as you have.
Exactly. I would have quoted it, and then I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna step too many times in the realm.
No, I get it. I mean, like going back to us, like our individual relationship with each other. Like I feel really good about us because I know every decision that is made is within the unit.
Exactly.
Like, is not. I mean, and I know we make our own individual decisions on certain things, of course. I mean, hey, you have to love you first, but ultimately, like I can't give an example of a time that you've been selfish, that you've only just looked out for you. And I feel like it's really, I mean, I know I've said this more than once, but you just don't understand, like, how comfortable that makes me feel with you to the point where even though I know you just be playing, but like when you say stuff like get out my kitchen or get out my house or get out my car and stuff, it don't faze me because
I know the shit ain't mine.
Number one, but number two, it don't faze me because I know we got each other regardless. Mm-hmm. We hold each other down. Now, if it was a situation where you made me feel uncomfortable about your intentions here, you made me feel like, well, shit, I don't know if they really got me the way he say he got me, because he say he ain't got enough money to do this for this bill, but yet he got a whole new outfit on. You know what I'm saying? He got some new Jordans or something like.
I don't need wear
that's
Jordans.
Different. But I'm just using as an example. Like
I don't even
that's different. But like the fact that you have made me so comfortable with the fact that there's a reason why we both can say our home.
Exactly, because it's sunny days.
Here we go. Got to make it light for y'all.
Yeah, we got to make it light because I know somebody out there probably like, damn, they really diving deep.
Well, if they don't want to hear it, they don't have to listen.
That's true.
Point blank, period.
Because at the end of the day, that's the thing with other people not respecting other people's beliefs and thinking that everybody want to mean harm. When you put that energy out, that shit come back.
Hey, and I'll be the first to say, I want to, even bigger than just me and you, I want to see, I hope that we can be an inspiration to other couples. To let people to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, you can look different, you can be different races, different cultures, different beliefs, and still come together as one unit. Like it's not hard.
Cause my mom used to tell me all the time, you might want to try and find somebody that's the same religion and stuff, and find somebody that y'all have like, what the hell it is, like principles. Yeah, like principles, because if not, y'all gonna constantly be bumping heads. And I'm like, that's not even a thing for me, because number one, I'm respectful. I'm not gonna say, well, you should change over to this and you should do this and you should. I'm gonna let you do exactly how you do, as long as you don't fuck with me and my shit.
Right. Because I mean, I don't know if I've told you, but like I like kind of told my mom that we both are spiritual, but we have different beliefs. And I mean,
You told your mom what I am.
I mean, I don't even know what to call you. Like, I told her you believe in the universe.
Yeah.
But like,
that's the same thing.
You know, at the end of the day, my mom she's respectful of my relationship. Not only she's respectful of my relationship, but she knows that I would not be with someone that's gonna jeopardize what I believe in and who I am. You know, because if that's the case,
you just want to know more about whatever the hell it is that I do, then that's on your time. I don't say anything about, babe, you know, you should come over here. It's way more than that, you know.
I feel like I learned from you because, and I feel like it can be a little invigorating to be with someone of a different belief system, because you never know of the things you can learn. Like, for me, with all these situations that I'm going through, like, from your type of spirit in what am I encouraging me to, like, babe, with this whole job situation, like, baby, if it's meant for you, if it's meant for the universe to give this to you, you will have it. But don't stress yourself out on something that is inevitable or something that you can't control, that's beyond your control. Like, only handle what you control and move the hell on. And
I tell you that all the time.
Right, and you know, so like, you just, from tradition along with other things, sometimes you get caught up in certain things, and as I was doing, sometimes you question yourself, like, okay, am I really doing everything I need to do? Is it me? Lord, have you given up on me? Am I doing something wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, you begin to question yourself, and of course, you know, I'm definitely a testimony of, you know, how quick he can bring you back. Like, son, calm down. Like, you got this. Just focus. Just remember, at the end of the day, if you fully trust me, you fully know that I never leave nor forsake you, do your part, and that's all you gotta do. I'll take care of the rest. And
Because you can't just say, oh my God, I want a business. What the fuck you think? A business just gonna fall out of there from a fucking inheritance?
do your part.
You got to do your part. If I say I want to make music, this ain't no come for it.
I'll no.
If I say I want to make music.
Can I please?
Oh, go ahead.
Because I was finna get ready to say it. I'm at a cool place right now, and I'm not saying that I don't ever be like, man, I'd be so glad when I can get. But I'm at a place now where I don't dwell on that anymore because I've understood. Okay, Cam, you say you want to be a hot popping producer, you want to work doing this, and that. Okay, where's your portfolio? Are you working on the music the way that you're supposed to work on it? Are you promoting your music the way you're supposed to promote it? When you get all those things in order, and you honestly can say that you really are doing those things, it'll fall into place. But honestly, think about it for me.
Strictly for me. You know, maybe
and
he can work on that whenever he.
And it's coming.
And just like.
And it's coming.
I want to make a few songs. He has some beats. I've been wanting to make a few songs. I mean, hell, ain't nobody else set him up for the beat. And we can go 50-50 on it, even though, you know, you ain't write no lyrics or whatever. And you ain't the artist.
But I said that to say, like, when I had to sit myself down and have that conversation, it was just like, wow, it made sense. Because honestly, think about it. Like, how can I expect for a poppin' producer to take me under his or her wing if I don't have the things that I need to have in order as far as business is concerned? Or how can I expect an artist to hit me up? Can I honestly say, you know, if an artist say, okay, well, what you working with, what you got, and I'm sitting here rambling, trying to figure out how to get what I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this has to be together, which now that I understand that, my mind is at a calmer place that can allow me to focus on working on what I need to work on. Yeah. And I didn't tell you this, but since we're on this subject, I'll go ahead and tell you. I also was thinking to myself, don't just stop at the music. Don't just stop at looking at YouTube videos on certain music theory things and everything of that sort, but also let this be a time where you are searching for, you know, work in that field. So I actually took it upon myself. I had wrote it down in my my little journal as far as the things that I want to accomplish that particular day. One of those things where to at least Google search like producer jobs or something like that. So I did it, and I actually applied for this company in Atlanta. So I'm waiting for a call back. But it's basically, you ever heard of this Turner Studios, like where they had CNN, Cartoon Network and all that?
Oh.
Well, it was like a job to like kind of be a sound engineer intern. So I'm waiting, but the fact that I took enough time and I didn't let negativity decide for me. I didn't let it be a situation where I don't have any experience, so why do I even need to apply anyway? Like, no, apply. Because this is part.
It's a fucking internship. And this internship means that you learn.
And this is part of what I have to do. That's part of that whole situation. Can I honestly say that I'm doing everything in my power?
And sometimes, because I know my ass was gonna lose it, but then I just would keep saying it over and over again in my head. Sometimes it's not about whether a producer is going to take you under his ring, or if somebody who's already very good in the music field gonna, you know, give you a shout out or let you come work with them. Sometimes it's about really, truly working by yourself and building your own thing. A lot of people want to have these connections and build this, and do this and do that, but what have you truly tried to build for yourself? Has it gone good? Has it gone bad? Right. How much information do you know to make somebody want to put you under their wing? And that's the thing that you need to think about.
And that's what I've been thinking about, and that is the reason why we not going into names, which you already know, why I'm over being upset with certain people that said one thing but didn't follow through on their end. I'm over it, because I had to really sit myself down and have another conversation. Like, look, Cam, you act like this person is the only resource that you have to make it in this industry. There are so many resources that you haven't even discovered or even tried to research. So calm down. That energy that you're focusing on being upset with them, that's the same energy you need to focus into getting these beats down. Trying to figure out what your pitch gonna be like. What are you trying to bring to the music? What are you trying to bring different? And for me, I'm trying to create an atmosphere of music where something is just like, but I'm ready to bop to this, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it don't sound like every other bopped music. Like it has something different. It has a little something different, has a little different flavor to it, and that's just me. I've always been that type of person to try to look at music almost from a different angle. That's why when everybody was listening to Young Jock and all these other, you know what I'm saying? I always been a fan of like that different stuff.
I like K Michelle.
Or like when
because
people
it's
was
like it's so different. It's like it's not exactly R&B. It's not exactly hip hop. It's not exactly like anything. It's like almost making a whole nother genre. Look, or something.
I'm gonna go even deeper. Like when everybody is listening to the R&B groups and listening to this crunk music and Lil Jon and East Side Boys and all Yin Yang Twins and all that, I was on like Amy Lee from Evanescence. Like I was on that like that sound where like that beautiful piano in the background and how they can make it sound so soft and then just go to their boom, like you know what I'm saying? I was into that different type of music. I was into Maroon 5.
Me too.
I love
Animals was my favorite song.
And One More Night was my favorite song from them. And also the song, If I Never See Your Face Again, I Don't Mind, with Rihanna.
I think I listened to that one.
I forgot the name of it. We'll come back to that. Mm-hmm. But her,
I always like the pure sound. Music that sounds like actual music and not garbage. That's what I like.
Lady Gaga, when she first came out, her first CD, The Fame, I was so deep in that CD, like, oh my God, like, before she became this
people hated her.
Right.
Because of how she looked
and I was all on her.
Damn, I would really
I was on Lady Gaga when she...
Bitch, I probably would still go to Lady Gaga
I was on Lady Gaga when she came out with that lightning strike on her eye. That's when I started. Yeah. That's when I was on her. Like when no one really knew about her like that. Honey. When like Just Dance, when that came out, Poker Face and all that. Like Starstruck, all like it's a lot of songs on her that first CD that I love.
I think Poker Face was the first song that I had ever heard from her. And just like Kesha too. I don't think a lot of people was bopping and Kesha like that. But Kesha,
she was pretty...
She's starting to make her comeback too.
But even
last year she made her comeback.
My mom would tell you I was just that type of guy. Like I just was...
Listen to something different.
Yeah, I always wanted to be different.
Me too.
I was so into like... I would just go in my room and I can remember when I when I had like my fish tank and my lava lamps and all that, I would just turn my lights off and have those playing, because I had an entertainment system with my speakers and my like radio, my CD player, and I would just turn on my music and I would just like, I don't want to say dream because I wasn't asleep, but just imagine myself in just this world of music. Like the colors were just beautiful. Like
Also,
I could
you took
see
your ass to like this ratatouille type of shit.
like
You get to mix in them foods and shit to see all type of colors.
like it was amazing. Like I just saw that beauty, and I respected those ones that were different and were not afraid to be different, weren't afraid to be the leaders to change the music game. Like when I found out that with T-Pain, when I found out that he had done, like, have written and had did background vocals for Britney Spears, oh, I was like, that's dope.
T-Pain can actually sing.
He
just
can. He sure
auto-tunes a lot.
can. He sure can.
But that's one person that I really say, damn, he can really sing.
He can.
You can hear it on, he's actually on the Unmasked, one of the episodes, he's actually on there.
I know.
So,
yeah,
that man can sing.
he can.
So that everybody that auto-tune, just like K Michelle can really sing. Like, you could tell her voice is more powerful. And we was just talking about this in the car. I said, I think that they have polished her voice up a lot.
And they do it for the song.
Exactly.
For the sound of the song, so it can level out.
Right, because you can hear, like, the force she put behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like Jennifer. Sometimes they have to tell a girl, calm down, honey. You ain't gotta tear that ass up like that.
Right, exactly.
Because Jennifer can fucking sing.
Of course.
That bitch would blow a hole in the wall.
She really would. She really would.
She really would. That's Sindel, bitch.
Girl,
I'm just really on K Michelle because I was really just listening to the Rain song, and I'm like,
I've been on K Michelle since K.
I like the other song. What the fuck is the name of that song with the zebra and the damn music video? I've been thinking about
I think I know what you're talking about.
I wanna give it to you, cause what you gonna do when I put that pretty thing on you?
Yeah, I know that song. Yeah,
that song right there. That shit is so good.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you already know what I'm.
But I respect K Michelle because not only is she dead serious about her music, but she just raw about it. She don't care who feelings she gonna hurt. She ain't sugarcoating
shaking the table.
She done had a whole interview when she was on the Breakfast Club. She almost tore, what's the girl name on the Breakfast Club?
You know I don't watch that shit.
She almost tore her a new one. She kept saying, like, because the girl, it was something that was circulating that wasn't true, and she was cool with the dudes because she was like, I know that's how dudes gonna be, but you, as a female, and you gonna bring this shit back up? No, I don't have respect for your ass. Like, she went in on this girl.
I understand it.
But it was the fact, like I said again,
it's the principles, bitch.
But what I'm saying for her is I respect her authenticity. Like, I respect the fact that she don't care who you are. She is gonna be herself. If she don't like you, she is gonna let it know. There is no sugarcoating or being nice. Like, hey, she's gonna be like, no, I don't like you. Mm-hmm. We can coexist, but I don't like you.
Exactly.
And that's just what it is.
We gonna name one more person so we can be like the charming three. Whose voice is so powerful you can hear that shit on like the thing that they have to polish their voice down sometimes too. Who else? We already said K Michelle, Jennifer. Who else? You think Christina Aguilera ever? No, I don't think they ever had to polish her down. Cause folks like that wow. People have always eaten up like this wild white girl mentality.
Cause she sounds black.
Like, they like Christina Aguilera. They like Miley Cyrus when they go like for this wild white girl type of thing. Like, they love this punk rock girl too, like Avril Lavigne. Like, they love that kind of
Pink.
Pink too. You think they polish her?
I used to love Pink though.
But
That used to be my baby for real.
I think some of these people get really... Another thing. Hi, you guys. So, on our next podcast, bitch, y'all already know what we gonna be talking about. So, for people who've actually watched this far, I guess we could drop a few gems for you. The next podcast is gonna be something to do with exposing the music industry for blacklisting / gray listing people. And we're gonna be including artists like Tinashe. What's her name? Yeah, Tinashe.
Miss Carrie, baby.
Miss Carrie.
Oh, I got so much to say about that.
And we also talking about Monique.
Because I just want to say this quick.
She's not even an artist.
About Carrie Hilson. Like, look, tell you, like, I know some people may feel like she ain't the best singer. They may have their reservations about her, but I love me some Carrie Hilson.
She can sing.
For me,
I don't think she's like that much for a performer.
Right, I love her voice because it's so much that she does with her voice. Sometimes there have been some times where people may thought that was the auto-tune doing that little riff run, but no, babe, that was her. And I feel like she didn't get as much credit as she deserved on certain things. Like, she was another one that wrote a lot for Britney Spears and for Beyonce.
Black has a lot to do with it sometimes, too. That's a really stupid thing to say, but it's true. Well, being a black woman sometimes has a lot to do with it sometimes.
As well as you can't have an opinion about certain people. Having an opinion about certain people will cause you to... That's all I'm going to say. Having, too much of an opinion.
You know what? I talk about everybody. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, at the end of the day, if I like you, of course I do the sandwich effect. I'm not just going to say, I fucking hate this bitch music.
Right.
I'm going to say, I love this girl's hair, but her music is not that good. But the music can be better if she blah, blah, blah. Like, there's always... People have... Somebody has had to teach you the sandwich effect. Somebody taught you the sandwich effect, didn't they?
Actually, being a coach, a leader in my recent job, you had to give a sandwich effect as far as in your feedback.
So some people who don't know what sandwich effect is basically...
You're negative and you're positive.
Right. You have to give somebody a positive... Then you say something you don't like about what they did, and then you give them another good to make it seem like you're doing good so far. But this is one thing I want you to work on.
Yeah.
That's exactly. See, I used to be a trainer. So, not like no actual... I'm talking about like, I used to be a trainer at Taco Bell. So, I know how to speak to people.
Exactly.
To where they understand, hey, this is what needs to be done.
And I'll also say this, for these same people that don't understand, don't feel like someone can have an opinion about an artist that you may be a fan of, or feel, you know what I'm saying, or feel like you're just overprotective. What y'all fail to realize is these same artists, do you not understand that's the reason why they got as great as they've gotten is because of the opinions of someone else saying that maybe if you work on this, you can get to this point. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, to me, I feel like being an artist, I would definitely be thankful for my fans. But of course, if someone is saying, maybe if you do this, you can do better on that, why wouldn't I take that feedback?
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Like somebody says, Jay, you need to put more force in it. And that's just like when you sing it sometimes. Sometimes you try to sing so low because you're so used to people telling you, please shut up. And it's just like you never learn to put that force behind it. And that's what like makes you seem like a bad singer, because you never learn how to put the force in it because people are always telling you, be quiet. You get when people trying to sing real low, it really mess with
either
how they
that,
sing.
either that, or you never learn to put the force behind it because everybody kept praising you and not letting you know, hey, you need to do this. You're doing good, but if you do this, you can sound better.
Exactly.
And
you can
even
put more force.
Right.
You can sound more qualified.
Even me myself, like I have asked Tasha before, like, man, like I know you say I can hold the tone, but like how do you sing from here? Like when you sing so effortlessly, but it's so much power when you sing. And I didn't understand it back then because I feel like me personally, I feel like back then I still was too timid. I feel like I was so like used to being in this like, you know, cocoon, like where I'm just like, well, I really don't. I didn't have confidence in myself. Like, well, I really don't sound like that, so I can't.
You gotta learn how to say fuck it. You got to
and
learn
I do
how
now.
to say fuck it and just
and
be
I
like,
do
you know,
now.
I'm gonna sing however the
and
fuck
when
I
I
wanna
tell
sing.
you, sometimes I
just scream through the scope just because I can, but I can't.
Sometimes when I sing with Tasha, she be like,
"Ooh, you better fuck it up."
Right. And she even telling, she like, Cam, I don't know why you holding back. Like, you really got a beautiful voice. You really can sing. And it's like, I feel like now I'm much better than I was before because I accept the fact that if I really wanted to sing like that, I know I could keep practicing and get whatever I need to get to do it. But I think I've gotten to the point where I know my place.
Work too.
I know my place. Like I can sing and I can hold the note, but that's not what I feel that I'm destined for right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with it. So
you know, some people can sing, but some people can rap, but they just don't want to be in the spotlight like that. Some people can sing and they just don't want to be in the spotlight like that. And they have the right to say, just because I can sing doesn't mean I want to be in the spotlight.
And you already know one of the main reasons why I don't want to be in the spotlight like that. It's just, for me, it's just harder to be an artist than it is to be behind the scenes.
Yeah,
your money is going to keep flowing regardless if you're behind the scenes because you don't have to worry about being in a box.
Yeah, I don't ever worry about it. I feel like the more authentic you are, the better. Mm-hmm. You know, that's where artists mess up. They feel like their fans want to see this side of them. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why Rihanna has hinted many times in some of her songs how she feels.
Right. But also, I think we've also had this conversation before, too, as far as, like, a lot of the times they not only do it because they feel like their fans want this, that, and the third, but also is what they selling is what their label wants from them.
Yeah,
like once you're in the country, like you want to do what? No. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they can just say, fuck this shit, I'm finna do what I want to do. Like, if you in a contract, you are legally bound by that contract.
Because you can't even leave if you wanted to in some of these. And
you know, do you know?
Try to leave, they were black.
We'll talk going back to that, and do you not realize that some want you to do certain things that are just defiling to the human?
And we gonna talk about that,
right?
This is for people that have listened this far. I really thank y'all so much for listening this far. I mean, we almost going on 2 hours, and this is honestly just the after show because we can afford to do that on the after show. Now sometimes it might even, you know, and for people that actually come in and they sit down and they listen for an hour. Honestly, on these after shows, we are gonna start putting what our next podcast is gonna be for the next time, so that way people can
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you can actually be like, okay, well, since I know what they talking about next time, you can either like it or, you know, just. You don't have to watch it
and if you like it, if you're interested, subscribe and put us on game. Like, please.
All facts, no cap.
Like, seriously, I mean, because we do these videos because, like, not only do we want our opinions to be broadcasted, you know, on the YouTube platform, but also we want to hear back from y'all. Like, there may be some of y'all out there that have the same opinions or may, you know.
I don't never see, like, a lot of people comment. Like, I see, like, I don't know, maybe because the videos be long, but
I mean,
like,
but again, you have to understand we technically in the YouTube world we're just getting started, so
right.
it ain't like we just, you know, we've been on for
I always
years.
said I never do it for the views. I do it for putting a thought out there so
Yeah.
people can have the right to look at something different. Just because it goes against what you say, you know, the best papers always have an opposing view in it. An argumentative paper always has a opposing view in it. Like, we ain't believing two different things. We might bump heads on something, but I'm not just gonna say fuck them.
You know? Right, and I can agree with
like
that.
He believe like that's just like our mom type of thing. You talk to your mom every day. I can maybe go 2 or 3 days without talking to my mom, and then, hey mom, how you doing? You know, I personally enjoy my own space. I love my mom, but at the same time, I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to get my life together. When my life is together, then I can really I can afford to talk to you every single day. Even on my days, even if I'm not working within a 4-day span, I still don't want to be tied up on the phone with. Nobody wants to be really tied up on the phone with their mom like all them days. I'm just, I go 3 days. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Hell, y'all talking about, and just to talk about that, a lot of y'all go days and days and months and years without talking to your grandma. And then you all upset when something don't happen because you ain't had the time to say nothing.
All right.
That's a whole nother thing, though.
Of course.
And I was gonna.
But you already know with me, like I've always been just that type, that close with my mom, where I have to talk to her every day. And
I'm close to my mom too.
You said what?
I'm close to my mom too.
Yeah.
Well, me and you two different people because I'm really like a homebody. I really would prefer to stay at home. I really don't like talking to a lot of people like that. Even if it is a lot of people that I do know. So let's say I was to invite every last friend I'm friends with to come over here. I'd be comfortable with that amount of people over here. But if I was to invite friends and family and stuff like that, like, it begins to make me uncomfortable. Because then at that point, it's too many people. Mm-hmm. I can't tell what all y'all are thinking.
But
I can only tell about 5 of y'all.
But at the end of the day, also, we have a different dynamic with our families.
Yeah, so we do too. That's one thing that I said that we was going to talk about on this after show. It's starting to get a little lengthy. We're already headed towards 2 hours. For the people that is still watching, they probably like, oh damn, they just don't talk.
Well, we just gonna say this and then we'll go ahead and cut it. Like, I feel like we can talk about it in our next after show, so we can really get down and feel like we have enough time to discuss it. I'm gonna start
writing stuff down that we can talk about on. Well, about 2 things. I always say we don't follow no script or anything like that. We never write anything down from a podcast or something like that. But if it's something that I want to talk about on the after show, sometimes, bitch, I forget about that shit. So what I have started doing for the after show is I started writing down some of the things. Like, I wrote down about 3 things, and if we just so happen to touch it, then we touched it. But we were definitely going to talk about 2 of these things.
Which we did.
On the thing, we talked about the distance for Rachel thing. And we also talked about Annette Lachey. Annette _Lachey. _ again. For people who want to find her on Instagram and actually see what she about. But, I definitely wanted to touch those 2 things. Those 2 things was the most important to me because they really be hitting home. And that's why it was so important for me. So, that's all I really got to say about that. Like, I was going to sit down and talk about my uncle, but then I was just like, you know what? He just said we'll save it for the next thing. And I honestly didn't think it was that damn important anyway. So whatever I don't be feeling like it's that important for me to talk about.
It's important, but I feel like we need to allot more time for it. That's why I say wait.
Yeah, because if we talk about that, we'll probably be here for about 30 more minutes. And
babe,
it's already lengthy. And
it's time to go to bed.
It's 1:50.
Yeah.
What is it? 1:50 or 1:40? 1:47.
It's almost 2 o'clock.
But with that being said, we thank y'all so much for watching. Our podcast available on multiple platforms. what is Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, you know, the visual version YouTube, and every other spot that I'm naming is a audio.
Mm-hmm.
So, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Radio Box,
and many more,
and many damn more that's gonna be listed in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. So sorry this shit was so long, but I mean,
we just got into
all
it.
This tea.
Like, we really got into it. We dived deep, and like he was saying earlier, like we don't script nothing is scripted. No. Like, this is off the dome. So like at the end of the day, like
that fast.
Sometimes we get a little lengthy because it's not scripted. It's like it's just us talking raw to y'all, and you know, it gets like that. But again, you know, definitely thank you all so much for those of you who did tune in and listen. Like I said, if you feel us on the topics, definitely comment, like, subscribe. Definitely, if there's anyone that will maybe in the future want to be, you know, a guest on the podcast or the show, the YouTube channel, please, you know, hit us up. So, but again, thank you, y'all.
I can get wetter than a thunderstorm. I can get wetter than a
Enjoy the rest of you all's day. And on that note,
sunny day.